Dear student, today we have to see the Michelson interferometer. The principle of Michelson interferometer is that in Michelson interferometer the incident beam is divided into two rays. One is the reflected ray and another is transmitted ray. Both the rays are reflected back by the mirrors, plane mirrors, two plane mirrors which are kept perpendicular to each other, and the reflected rays are then interfere with each other and the interference pattern can be obtained. This is the principle of Michelson interferometer. Then the experimental arrangement of Michelson interferometer is as shown in the figure. Figure is shown here. Okay. Now here S is the source of monochromatic light, broad source of monochromatic light. L is the convex lens. The rays of the source S are made parallel by this convex lens. These parallel rays then incident on the two glass plates P1 and P2 as shown in the figure. Both the glass plates are kept parallel to each other and at angle 45 degree with the angle of incidence. So this angle is equal to 45 degree. This angle is 45 degree. Okay, and there are two mirrors, M1 and M2 plane mirrors. The M1 mirror is movable as here it is shown. M1 mirror is movable. M2 mirror is fixed. Okay, and both the mirrors M1 and M2 are exactly perpendicular to each other. And here there is a telescope to observe the interference pattern along this direction. Okay, so this is the experimental arrangement of Michelson interferometer. Let us see now the working. Here the light rays are made parallel by the lens L, and these parallel rays are then incident on the first glass plate P1. Now the rear side, back side of glass plate P1 is partially silvered, and therefore it is rear side is shown slightly thick. So this is partially silvered. From this rear side, this incident beam is divided into two beams. One beam is reflected in the upward direction and other beam is transmitted in the forward direction. So the incident beam is divided into two, that is reflected beam and transmitted beam. The reflected beam then incident fall on the plane mirror M1, and the transmitted beam fall on the mirror M2 after passing through the glass plate P2. Now glass plate P2 is called as the compensating plate. Here the function of the compensating plate is that during the traveling of reflected beam, the reflected beam travels in two times after reflection through the mirror M1. Two times means here, यानी ये देखिए यहाँ से जो रेयर साइड है P1 का यहाँ से रिफ्लेक्ट हुआ, ये एक बार उसने ग्लास प्लेट से ट्रेवल किया, फिर वो मिरर M1 में इंसिडेंट हुआ, उसके बाद में बैक आया और फिर से एक बार ट्रेवल किया. Therefore the reflected beam travels two times the glass plate P1. अभी मान लीजिए कॉम्पेंसेटिंग प्लेट सेकंड प्लेट नहीं है, यहां पर डायग्राम में नहीं है, तो क्या होगा कि ये रिफ्लेक्टेड बीम जो है ये ग्लास प्लेट से ट्रेवल नहीं कर रहा है। इसलिए यहां जब अपन ये P2 प्लेट रखते हैं, द थिकनेस ऑफ P1 एंड P2 विल बी सेम। जब अपन यहाँ P2 प्लेट रखते हैं, देन द ट्रांसमिटेड रे also travel 2 times through the glass plate after reflection also 1 time and before reflection 1 time. So total 2 times it will travel before reaching to the point R. So both the beams after reflection they reach at the point R, and at the point R they interfere with each other, and this interference can be observed with the help of telescope. T is a telescope. Okay, so the function of the compensating plate that it allows both the rays travel same path through the glass. Okay, so this is the function of the compensating plate. That's why the name is given. Compensating means the part travel will be compensate for both the rays, reflected ray and transmitted ray. So we can observe the interference pattern through the telescope. Now the interference pattern is depend upon the position of M1 and M2, because you know that M1 is movable, M2 is fixed. So we can move this M1 by a precise screw. There is an arrangement. If we see here from telescope in this direction, then we will observe the virtual image of M2, which is shown by the dotted lines, which is represented by M2 dash. So M2 dash is nothing but this is the virtual image of this M2, fixed mirror M2, and this virtual image is obtained due to the reflection from this rear side of P1, as the rear side of P1 is partially silvered. So this is nothing but the reflection of M2, and the name is given virtual image of M2, which is represented by M2 dash. So when we look through the telescope, then M2 dash and M1 are seen to be parallel when M1 and M2 are exactly perpendicular to each other. Okay, and between M1 and M2 dash a air film exists, air film of certain thickness. So the nature of the air film can be changed by moving the position of M1, that is the air film between M1 and M2 dash may be parallel, or it may be waist shaped. It may be waist shaped. Waist shaped means variable thickness. So that depend upon the position of M1 and M2 dash. So depending upon the shape of the air film between M1 and M2 dash, we get the circular fringes or straight line or curved fringes in case of the Michelson interferometer. Now